Yo, so I've been traveling way too much this prep. It's like every single weekend I have something going on. So now that we're back from Florida, pretty much the plan is to just lock in the next 4 to 5 weeks. I technically have exactly 4 weeks and 4 days until my competition for, our national qualifier. And obviously we leaned out so much. This morning I was 232 pounds, arm and in my chest. But plan pretty much is we need to come in, on point the day of competition. Doesn't have to be ready 3-4 weeks out. We're pushing the next 3-4 weeks right up into this show. So we got about 4 more weeks to really lose a bulk of this weight. 232 this morning. We're probably gonna end up losing another 10 to 12 pounds over the next 4 weeks. So I'm buckling up to continue losing around 3 pounds a week going forward, which is fine. I'm honestly feeling great. Look at this vascularity. Whoa. Hold on a second. Obviously not as lean as we have been at 4 weeks out in the last 3 or 4 preps that I've done. But like I said, we're planning on coming in for this exactly on point, which has been a little weird for this prep because I think I had, different expectations. Like when I was 10 weeks out, 8 weeks out, I was like, oh man, I'm not on track, I'm behind. And maybe I was a little bit behind. I was a little bit behind in general, being 260 pounds, 19% body fat. And now we're down almost 30 pounds already. And the difference is honestly crazy. I just think in my last couple of preps, I kind of got myself used to oh, this is kind of how I should look at 8 weeks out. This is kind of how I should look at 10 weeks out. And obviously there's a look that you should be going for, but the approach is completely different this year. So it is what it is. I had to lose the weight anyways. I'd rather be a bit aggressive with it. Honestly, I'm feeling really good at this point in the prep. So now we just continue to dig. It's where we need to be in the next 4 to 5 weeks. Refine, make some adjustments. We'll be good to go from there. As I was saying with the traveling though, just dropped my water everywhere, so hopefully it didn't crack. It's not like I can't get it done. I can obviously still get everything I need done. Just makes it a little bit harder. I honestly feel like sometimes when you're traveling, you end up doing more, getting out of your routine a little bit more, which is good and bad sometimes. It's good because you get more steps in, you burn more calories, you have something to kind of look forward to and keep you just going, as opposed to if I'm just here all the time at the apartment, just chilling in Austin and say I'm not really doing much and I'm just locked in. It's good because I'm locked in, but I'm also not, I'm just getting bored in a way. I need something to give me some excitement. But going forward, I think the traveling is coming to a halt because we need the next 4 or 5 weeks to just really, really lock in here and not go off program and, cut the weight that we need to cut and cut the body fat that we need to cut. So cardio wise, this is really kind of weird for me on prep, but we're bumping things up to 7 sessions right now, 40 minutes per session. And like I said, this prep, I started off doing my 2 to 3 mile runs at the beginning. And then I just kind of realized that I want to treat this more like a proper bodybuilding prep. And I've just been doing incline treadmill pretty much every single day, keeping it low impact, keeping it lower heart rate than if I was running. And so far, it's been feeling good. Cardio has been feeling relatively easy. I'm burning the calories, not overstressing myself. I'm utilizing my energy for my workouts. I will say, doing 40 minutes of cardio every single day still does get tough, and it does get tough to fit in almost an hour of cardio every single day. It's definitely just adds to, the thing. If you already have a busy day it's definitely not gonna make it any easier, but at least we're doing 40 minutes. We're not doing an hour. Who knows what'll happen? We're just listening. Whatever Alex says, we do, and we get it done. So 7 sessions every single day, 40 minutes on the treadmill. But if it's what it takes to get shredded, to get the look that we're going for, we'll do whatever we gotta do to get there. And down almost 30 pounds so far. Really excited with the progress. Strength feels great. Appetite's in a good spot. I feel good. Energy's high, vibes are high, feeling positive. So this may be, it may turn out to be one of my best preps yet. Boom. Cardio complete. That wasn't too bad. Honestly, I kind of like it. Kind of enjoy it when I don't have to do my cardio at 10 o'clock at night right before bed. It feels nice to get it done. I'm still feeling high energy. Also, just had my first posing session today with one of Alex's coaches, Austin SB. He just went pro last year. He like won the overall at, I think it was USA's, but had our first posing session this morning. Felt really good. For the next couple of weeks, we're gonna meet up for another posing session. I'll make sure to film it next time and show you guys kind of the ins and outs of it. But what a nice freaking Austin day. It is really funny looking back at some pictures from earlier this year, like in January, or even like videos, even like the first YouTube video of this prep, and just seeing like my physique at the beginning compared to now is actually insane. I'm not saying like I'm shredded by any means right now, but the difference is actually pretty crazy. You guys, don't let me get to 260 or 270 pounds again. Not saying it wasn't productive. I think it was productive for the sake of the bulk. Turned into a bit of like a dirty bulk and a bit of a everything bulk. I think we put on some good size, but with that being said, looking at how big my freaking barrel was getting compared to now, like 30 pounds have come off this thing, man. So if I ever start looking a little too out of shape, you guys better let me know this time before it gets too out of control.
The next day.
So today we hit a new low weigh-in once again. Literally 2 days ago for my check-in, I weighed in at 234.2. Also, given that we traveled literally the night before, took a flight, had a long drive, whatever, might have been holding on to some water. Yesterday, weighed in at 232.0, and this morning, weighed in at 230.2. So basically, objectively, almost down 4 pounds in the past 2 days, which is crazy. Since last week at this time, down 6 pounds. So we were tightening up like crazy, feel good. So far, so good. We only have 4 weeks and a couple of days until this show comes up. But now, losing weight, calories are lower than they've been before, and it's working. So big news, big updates, 230.2 body weight. About to break below into the 220s once again for the first time in a long time. All right, coming back to you guys with another voiceover commentary. Today, I kind of want to break down what my training program structure has been like for the duration of this prep. I kind of like moved some things around, have really like played with my training a little bit to, accompany more of like a bodybuilding hypertrophy style approach. And also just include more leg training, overall just like more higher intensity exercises and movements that are going to target the actual muscle rather than just like moving weight necessarily. When I was doing all my powerlifting stuff, like it was more about, just literally moving the weight, as much weight as you could, not necessarily about like taxing that specific muscle. Like here on a chest day, for example, like I'm literally just trying to burn out my chest as much as possible. So there's a completely different approach that I'm really taking now, doing more bodybuilding stuff. So the first day of the split, and I like to do usually like 8-day splits. That's kind of my go-to. I love having an 8-day split, which means that every week, every Monday is not necessarily going to be a chest day. Every Tuesday is not going to be the same exact workout every week. It's going to change. I like doing either like a 3-day on, 1 day off kind of thing. Usually that works very well for me. And it allows me to fit like more training volume and frequency in a given week. So my current split is basically 4 days on, 1 day off, then 2 days on, 1 day off. So the way that it's set up, the first 4 days is kind of like a push-pull legs a little bit. So the first day is going to be a back and tricep day with also some rear delts thrown at the end. Obviously, on a back day, I feel like it's easy to throw some rear delts in. It's a huge part of the physique from the back. So back and tricep. Then we have a chest and bicep day. And again, at the end of this workout, I also throw in some side delt work, just like 1 or 2 movements for side delts, depending on kind of how I'm feeling, but just giving myself more delt work throughout the week. Then the third day is going to be a leg day, full legs. That's all we're training. It's going to be a quad focused day. So that's kind of how I have that set up. It's more quad focused. So say if I did 5 exercises, 3 of them would be quad, 2 of them would be hamstring focused. And then for the fourth day is a bit of like a lighter day. We've already had 3, real heavy days in a row. That fourth day is just going to be a shoulder and tricep day. Now, I'm also like really emphasizing like a lot of triceps throughout this bulk and as well as this prep, because I feel like, I'm trying to bring my arms up a little bit, and doing more triceps has helped. And I think it's also, helped in my pressing strength and overall even like bringing my chest up as well. So prioritizing triceps as well is going to help. So shoulder and tricep day for day 4. Then we take an off day. A rest day. It's a much needed off day after 4 like hardcore training sessions there. And then we get straight into a chest and back day, which is what you guys are seeing right here, which is, I'm not going to lie, it's a very like tough, training session to go through, because, you're working with like 2 primary muscle groups here. You have chest and also back. So you're doing a little bit of everything. And I also, at the end of this workout, similarly to early on in the week, I also add in some side delt work as well at the end of this workout. So really making sure to hit some side delts, like at least 3 times a week here, hitting rear delts at least like twice a week here, if not 3 times. So yeah, a chest and back day. This is always really tough for me, but it's a good overall just workout to get more volume in on the chest and the back. The last day of the split is a leg day. So it's going to be a leg focused day. This one's going to be a hamstring focused day. So again, if we're doing hamstring focus, it's going to be, more emphasis, probably 3 movements for hamstrings and 2 or usually 3 movements for quads, because I still want to have plenty of quad activation, because you're going to see that from the front. The quads are a really, really big part of the physique right now. And then I usually throw some bicep in at the end of this leg day. It doesn't make any sense, but like the hamstring leg day, I haven't hit biceps twice in the week, so I hit biceps again, either like a preacher curl or something that's going to really just destroy my biceps. So after that, we take another off day, and that pretty much brings us to the full like 8-day split. So that's kind of the breakdown of it. I've really, really been enjoying it. You get a lot of like really good isolation work at the beginning of the week, and then a lot more, hard, compound movements and stuff with the chest and back workout and the leg day at the end of the week. It's been working very well for me. Within 8 days, I get like a good amount of frequency, a really good amount of volume, a lot of sets on the muscle groups that I'm trying to train. And it's been working well for me. 2 leg days per week. I've never done that before. My preps before were literally a squat bench day with a little bit of deadlifts, and that was all I did for legs. I didn't do anything for legs in the past couple of preps that I've done. So transitioning to 2 leg days per week has been huge for me so far. I think I'm holding on to more tissue, and like even kind of building a little bit. Like my strength has been staying up the entire prep with my legs. So really excited for that. Here's a look at the physique right now. Obviously I know I got to get leaner. I'm not in condition yet. I know I'm not, but we're going to get there. I'm excited for this. Show's coming up very quickly. We're going to keep on cutting down aggressively, and we're going to get there, man. So thank you guys so much for watching, And this will be the end of this little commentary for you guys. All right, that wraps up today's workout, chest and back complete. Honestly, this is like one of my harder days because it's like they're both, you know, primary muscle groups that you have to put a lot of effort into. You know, chest and back. We did 7 exercises total within like an hour and 15 minutes. Super hard, everything to failure. And it was a hard workout, I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling a little hungry, feeling a little drained. I had 80 grams of carbs before this workout, which is good. I only have 125 grams of carbs today, which is very different for me, considering I was having like 600 to 700 grams of carbs in the bulk per day. So it's like, it's definitely something to get used to. But again, we have to embrace the, you know, the uncomfortableness of the prep, right? They always say you gotta be comfortable in uncomfortable situations, and this is when you have to thrive, you know? This is what either, you know, makes or breaks the prep, is the next 4 weeks. If we can keep our foot on the gas pedal, keep intensity high in the gym, and really just like retain muscle mass, right? Like that's the main thing we're trying to do. So hard workout, I'm not gonna lie. One of the hardest workouts yet, but we got it done. Still felt pretty strong. Put some good effort, some good intensity into it. And now, I was gonna say we get to go eat, but I think we're gonna go on a walk. 800 calories in, we got about 1,200 calories left on the day. And it is 3 o'clock almost? Yeah, almost 3 o'clock. So we have a lot of food left actually. So, boom, how's the workout, Ellie?
I had a great workout.
Good.
I'm also not on prep.
Yeah, so. I had a good workout, but it was just like, I had to push a little harder today. These low carb days are catching up to me.
I had a high carb day.
You had a whatever carb you want kind of day.
Yeah.
However many carbs, whatever kind of carbs you want.
Now, Ryan promised that we would get coffee and go on a walk, so.
Yeah, so instead of getting a proper recovery meal, we're getting more caffeine.